Hey friends, welcome back to the Willful Goat. This is Ashley and we're so glad to have you join us. Today we're discussing some of the hoof trimmers that we've been using and that we like to use and that I recommend to others. So again, thank you for watching and I hope you're having a great day. Okay, so today I'm going to be reviewing 3 different types of hoof trimmers that I have used for quite a while now. So first off, we have this orange pair of clippers. I bought them on Amazon. They're $10 to $12. I've bought a couple pairs of these. So I'm going to show you how they work on this mature doe. So her back hose are in need of a trim. She did kid recently, so that's why she was not done before. So as you can see, they're pretty sharp. I like the point on these because you can scrape out any of the manure or dirt. And it's been quite wet around here, so nothing is hardened or packed. So that's always a good thing to keep in mind. So it didn't completely clip through there. I have noticed that they sometimes will close unexpectedly and you'll have to flip this up. And then when they are closed, as you can see, it doesn't hold the blades completely together. I've also noticed them get some rust on the blades. But for $10, I think it clipped her hose pretty well. Okay, so these are my silver line clippers. They're from Caprolite. Very, very popular brand of clippers. They still look really nice, even throughout the use that they've been through. I think I've had these probably about a year. I do like the latch on these. It's at the bottom. It never accidentally latches shut while you're clipping. It holds it nice and snug together. They feel nice and sturdy in your hand. There's 0 signs of rust, and I have not been especially careful with them. So I'm going to show you on a mature doe how they work out. These are very, very sharp. So if you're new to clipping, be very careful. And always remember you can take more off later. I feel like these are a little bit easier on your hand because they are so sharp. You don't really have to wrench down on them. You just have to be careful that you're not cutting too much or cutting more than you plan to cut. Okay, so there's those. I like the pointy ends. They're not pointy like the orange enough to stab, but they are pointy enough to scrape out anything that's caked in. Okay, so the third brand that I'm going to go over is the ARS clippers. Again, I did buy these on Amazon. I think they were about $40. They hold shut nicely. They have a latch right here at the top. They have a hole here on the handle if you would like to attach any type of cord. So I've used these quite a while, less than a year. But I do not see any rust on the blade. There is a tiny bit there on the bolt. The spring's nice and sturdy. I've used these a lot actually on my bucks, and I like the way the handle feels in your hand because I feel like it's easy to get a lot of leverage, especially when their hooves are dry and hard, or if it's a bigger goat where you're cutting through more So again, this is a mature doe. So these are her front feet now. And again, these are really, really sharp. It's going to be easy to cut too much. Happy. There go. Okay, so that made very quick work. Again, I feel like these are really, really easy to use. For bigger goats, I would say these are probably my favorite to use. So starting over with our orange $10 set, I've not had these a lot. I've not used them a whole lot. Like I said, I've had a couple pair of these. I've noticed that they do tend to get rusty along the blade. The brand is Sobotin, I'm not sure how to say it. So this is a kid. So they have smaller hooves. They're usually softer, so you do have to be careful that you're not cutting too much. So not really a whole lot to trim here. This kid was born in February. It's been really wet here in the spring, but his hooves look good. So that trimmed it easily. Like I said before, I had a pair of these that would constantly lock when I was using, which did drive me crazy. These don't seem too bad. So these are our silver lines. Again, I got these on Amazon. They're from Caprolite. Very, very popular in the goat world. Oh. So here we have a kid. Buddy, you're okay. He was born in early February, so he's not quite 4 months old. And the point on these does make it a little bit easier for these tiny little hooves. Not really a whole lot to trim here. I do like how this blade has not rusted at all. It's very, very sharp, which I like, and then it doesn't, again, clip here at the bottom. Okay, then up to our front hooves on this kid. So using cinder blocks in and around your goat enclosure is a great way to keep those hooves trimmed down, and we use a lot of them. So again, these are very sharp, so you do have to be careful. I really like the way these feel. I did have an instance with the last doe where they did clip shut. I wasn't really wrenching much on him, so they did not clip shut. They close nicely, and I really like these. I think they work well on bigger goats. They're a little bulky for some of these kids, especially if the hooves are folded over a lot or you're picking a lot out. But overall, this is a nice set, especially for bigger goats. So here with another mature doe whose hooves are in worse shape. Using the ARS. So those did make it very easy. Okay, and now with the silver line, Still mini. So you'll notice different goats being needed to trim at different frequencies. She could probably use a follow-up trim in probably about a week. She did kid recently, and it's been very, very wet around here. Can go over that too with a file to get it a little bit flatter. Orange pear from Amazon. The front hooves were not as bad. Like I said, we do put a lot of cinder blocks around their water and their food pan. It ensures that they're stepping up on that block to file down their hooves at least several times a day. See how it just bent the hoof? It's something that I don't like. See, it kind of leaves the outside coating. It doesn't always cut through that on the first pass. So ultimately, I will keep using all three of these in different situations, but if I were just to have one pair, I would like to have the ARS. I really like the way they feel in my hand. I will link to all three of these in the description. I had a green pair previously from TSC, did not like them. A white pair from Amazon, again, got dull really fast and rusty. So I think with these three, any of them would probably get you where you need to be. So hope you enjoyed watching today. We really loved having you. Have a great day.